fans. Ring Post Daily co-host Awesome One Joey here with another episode of A1 Wrestling Reviews. Now, this time we are going to review the Elimination Chamber 2024 event from Perth, Australia. And we're going to give them the ups, give them the downs, and we're going to find out what fits, what sticks, and what just plain doesn't. Hope you got your tea, your coffee, your energy drink, whatever you got ready. Let's get ready to have some fun with this review. So the show starts with the kickoff show, and we get our host and everything getting us pumped for the show, telling us what we're going to see, telling us the stories behind all these matches, and we get a kickoff show match for the women's tag team titles. It's Kabuki Warriors defending the titles against Candice LeRae and Australia's own Indy Hartwell. Now, I give this match an up because it really was a decent match to kick off the night. Sure, it was the first show of the pay-per-view, but it kind of was in the sense of being on the kickoff show, getting the crowd and the fans ready. It gets a down because no one saw Indy Hartwell walking away with the title, with her friend Candice LeRae in her hometown as champion on the kickoff show, especially after Kabuki Warriors are just fresh of winning these titles. They still have a lot to prove with these titles, and especially being in Damage Control and stuff now. So them taking them titles to the Damage Control feud and everything, it was just never going to be Indy Hartwell leaving with Candice LeRae with the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Gets an up for a decent match, gets it down for predictability. But then we get on to our first match of the show, second match of the night here, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. The winner going on to face the WWE Women's World Champion, the champion who's on Raw. And that was going to be either Nia Jax or Rhea Ripley at the end of the night. In this match, Becky Lynch is number 1, Naomi is number 2, Tiffany Stratton is number 3, Liv Morgan is number 4, Raquel Rodriguez is number 5, and Bianca Belair is entry number 6. Now, this match, first, it gets some ups. The first up would be it was athletic and fun and energetic as it could possibly be. The fans loved the match. Everyone loved the match. Great showing. Becky was obviously the right choice to win. Pretty much because she had a history between Jax and Rhea, which means either one of them girls that walk out champion, she has a good storyline behind her, and also giving it an up is Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Tiffany Stratton. They all four gave spectacular performances in this match, and it really made you invested in this match. You know what I'm saying? So that all gets an up. What gets a down is Raquel Rodriguez and Naomi. They was just really replaceable, you know. They didn't really offer much to this match. You could have put anyone else in their spots, and it would have been the same two entries that didn't mean much. Maybe there's someone out there that could have used these two spots and actually elevated from it, actually got a little momentum from it. But Raquel and Naomi in this women's chamber match, it was just, they were there. They didn't offer much to the table. They didn't change the outcome. They didn't really have, as I think, much spots as the other four women did, at least not to that caliber. So my down for this match is Raquel and Naomi just didn't have much to offer the match, and they were just there. And then we get on to match 3 for the undisputed tag team titles. The Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Finn Balor with Dirty Dominic Mysterio defeats Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Now, I want to give this match an up because it was a good, hard-hitting match. And one of the bonus ups I have to give it is this was Dominic Mysterio's loudest boo of his career. 52,000 590 fans, I believe, were all booing the living hell out of Dominic Mysterio. I loved it. It was just great. So the match gets an up for being great, but it gets another up for Dominic just playing that part well, and the crowd's boos really drowning out the sound. Yeah, so I give it an up, the whole thing an up, because not only was it one of his biggest boos, but like I said, good showing, but the Judgment Day was always going to win this match. We knew that Bates and Dunn was not going to walk out of this match champions. We just knew it. But, you know, the fans really seem to like Judgment Day, no matter how many boos they get, no matter how many negative things you could say about them. They're always on Monday Night Raw, and every time they show up, the fans know it's time to get serious. And congratulations, Dom, on getting booed the hell out of Perth, Australia. And then we get on to our next segment, which is the Grayson Waller effect with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Now, I give this segment an up because, one, the Waller effect was a great way to include Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, who didn't have matches, into the show. And here in my notes, like I said, he got a big homecoming welcome. You could tell he was just enjoying being on the show in his country, in front of his friends and family probably, but tons of, you know, Grayson Waller fans and that home advantage. He was just having fun in it. The crowd was excited to see Waller, Rhodes, and Rollins. Austin Theory was just there, but for a reason. During the Grayson Waller effect, right as we see the segment, I think, about to end, Austin Theory snatches the microphone from Waller and says The Rock's catchphrases to both Rollins and Rhodes. They're like, yeah, you got more to say. And then they took him out with a curb stomp and everything, and just got him out of the ring. They obviously didn't go after Waller because he was playing the I don't want none of this. He got himself into the situation type of card. And Austin Theory was the perfect person to receive a beatdown in this situation, in this place, with all these people in the ring. Cody Rhodes really did a good job taking the Cody Crybabies thing that The Rock started, and it went from an insult to Cody saying, hey, let's be positive about this. We're Cody Crybabies. And the crowd is actually proud to be called Cody Crybabies. When The Rock said it, they were pissed, they were mad. Now that Cody's embracing it, they are right behind him, still more than ever, and they are ready to be called Cody Crybabies. So I give this whole segment an up. But the thing I want to give a down to is that Theory and Waller are both buddies. Almost, you know, a crapload of similarities in their gimmicks. Now, me personally, I think he could have gone over and said, hey, I got something else to say. And, you know, politely took the microphone from his partner. The way he snatched it from Waller, even the look on Waller's face was like, what the hell, bruh? Like, what the hell? And to me, it just didn't sit right. I think, especially in the ring with two people like Rollins and Rhodes, I think you want your partner to back you up as much as possible, and just snatching the microphone away from Waller and being disrespectful to him and his home country, that part gets a down from me. And then we get on to our fourth match of the night, our second Elimination Chamber match for the night. This is for the men's. This is for a chance to face Seth Rollins for the World Championship at WrestleMania 40. Now, this match gets an up for many reasons. One, it was jam-packed full of excitement. I mean, bodies and everything flying everywhere, interferences out of the blue, injuries taking place. I mean, everywhere you looked at in this match, stories were being told. And it was jam-packed of storytelling, jam-packed of excitement. I guess the key word I could give this match is jam-packed. So this match, like I said, it was full of excitement, and all 6 men played their parts perfectly. With the whole, Kevin Owens and Logan Paul feud going on, with LA Knight and Randy Orton having a little bit of history there, past issues with Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. There's so much going on in these singles careers alone. Putting all these stories together in an Elimination Chamber match really, really told a story by itself. All these mini stories coming to one to form a story to be told. It gets them, and it gets them up because one, Randy Orton got the biggest pop of the whole match. I mean, LA Knight got a pop, but Randy Orton, they went crazy because this is Randy Orton. We're talking about star power. Randy Orton, John Cena, Triple H, that type of star power. Randy Orton possessed it, and he got the biggest pop of the night. Another reason it got in up is because LA Knight and Logan Paul makes their Elimination Chamber debut matches. So, equally, respectively, both men enter their first Elimination Chamber match. And I always like seeing the rookies come in because you never know what they're going to do compared to the veterans like Randy Orton, who I've been in this match before. I know what I'm doing. It's fun to see people come in this match and, experience it for the first time. Kevin Owens uses a choke slam for a Make-A-Wish kid. I guess here in Australia, Kevin Owens granted a wish of a Make-A-Wish kid, and he said that one of his wishes would be for Kevin Owens to use the choke slam the very next night at Elimination Chamber, and that's what Kevin Owens did. So he made a wish come true in the match. That's awesome. AJ Styles' vicious attack on LA Knight was a good way to start a Styles Night program for WrestleMania if that's the route they're going. All 6 men did great and played their parts perfectly. And Logan Paul and Randy Orton, there's a possibility there of a WrestleMania match. Randy Orton eliminated Logan Paul right when he thinks he's going to be able to take on Drew McIntyre and, defeat him and go to WrestleMania. Logan Paul does not forget the elimination by Randy, and he hits him with the brass knucks, does whatever he has to do. Drew McIntyre sneaks the win away from Orton, and he goes to WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins for the World Championship. This also is a cool idea to see the megastar Logan Paul, U.S. champion, defending that title against legend killer Randy Orton. That's a star-packed match, I think. But with the possibility of adding Kevin Owens to it and it being a triple threat match, can't wait to see what happens and where this goes. It really was fun. Now, I do have to give this match a down, because in my opinion, I wanted to see Randy Orton win. That's who I was excited to see, because we could have got Randy Rollins 2 at Mania, and this time with a World Championship on the line, and I was just wanting Orton to win. McIntyre winning. How many times do the fans want to see McIntyre versus Rollins? We saw it all summer. We saw it in and out of the year. I just don't think anyone wants to see that. So the match itself, multiple reasons why it gets an up. But it gets a down for, in my opinion, the wrong winner. But then we get on to our next segment. Triple H comes to the ring with a very special announcement. They keep announcing him as Paul Triple H Levesque now, and I just cannot get that out of my head. He will always be plain old Triple H to me. But this segment gets an up because Triple H announces the attendance record of 52,590 fans at the event. And just the announcement of that, just him coming out and announcing that, and them being WrestleMania numbers alone, it just made the show feel like a bigger event than what it was. We've seen Elimination Chamber pay-per-views over the years, and if you go back to the year 2010, 2012, these were held in the States, and they were just, a fun way to spend a Sunday night. But here we are taking shows outside of the U.S. more than ever, and we go to Perth, Australia. We get attendance record here of 52,000, almost 52,600 people, and they just really made the fans feel like they were at the biggest event they could ever be at. I mean, they made this like Perth, Australia's WrestleMania, so to speak. So, it gets an up for not only making the show feel bigger than what it was, but announcing that 52,590 fans in attendance was there for this show under one building, and under one roof, so to speak, gets an up, and I had fun watching Triple H come out there and announce it. And then we move on to our main event match, fifth match of the night. Rhea Ripley defending her women's world title against Nia Jax. Now this match gets an up for so many reasons. Let's go through them. One, just to lay out the obvious, we knew Nia Jax was not going to win this title. We knew she wasn't taking it home. In the past, Vince McMahon, Triple H, and the powers to be, they have made champions lose titles in their homes before, but this was different. This was Rhea Ripley main eventing the pay-per-view in her hometown, defending her world championship with 13 family members in the front row. This was her Mania moment, so to speak, her career moment, so to speak. So, one of the reasons it gets an up is because Rhea Ripley got a mega home welcoming from the fans and fans and family in attendance. The match also gets an up because it focused more on Rhea Ripley and her title reign than it did her with her Judgment Day involvement. To be honest, Judgment Day really wasn't too much talked about in this match. It was more about Rhea. And I like how for a night, they took the Judgment Day off of her. We can talk about her on Judgment Day on Raw and other pay-per-views in her hometown, defending the title in the main event in front of all her family and all her fans. I think we can take one match, and just make it about her and not Judgment Day. And that's what they did. And I applaud them for that. This match, Nia Jax really looked strong in the match. That's why it gets an up as well. Nia Jax didn't go out there and lay down for Rhea Ripley. No. She went out there and she really put the beat down on Rhea. You could tell she was... you could almost feel Rhea Ripley's back and body just tearing in pieces after having to deal with Nia Jax. But she went out there and she did her job. She looked tough as she could be, and then Rhea Ripley was able to make the comeback, get the win, and celebrate with her friends and family. And it was just a great match and moment to see, especially knowing how much it meant to Rhea Ripley. So this match gets an up for all those reasons. Couldn't complain once about this main event match. Now, the last up I have to give this pay-per-view card is WWE did a good job on filling out the WrestleMania card. A lot of possible Mania matches to be announced. A lot of matches announced as it was. We found out that Becky Lynch would be facing the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania, and we found out Nia Jax will be that Women's World Champion challenging Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. We saw a bunch of possibility matches, such as Logan Paul and Randy Orton, Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. We got to find out that Drew McIntyre will face Seth Rollins for the title at WrestleMania. We found out, we also see a little bit of a tease here between Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton going at it at WrestleMania. So many matches that are possible to happen at WrestleMania, and it really, and like I said, lots of matches got laid out, pretty much known they're going to happen. Some matches are being teased, and we'll just have to watch Raw and SmackDown in the upcoming weeks to see if there's potential matches, so to speak, can happen. We'll have to see if they happen or not, but that's what Raw and SmackDown's for, to find out. on weekly TV if these matches are going to come to fruition or not. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys watching another episode of A1 Wrestling Reviews. This last time was Royal Rumble. This time is Elimination Chamber. Great. I love doing these type of things. I'm glad we're doing them together. Check out Ring Post Daily Podcast over on Facebook. Hit that follow and subscribe button. Comment in the sections what you liked about Elimination Chamber, what you didn't like about Elimination Chamber, what you wanted to see, and what you didn't want to see. What you were sad with, mad with, happy with. Doesn't matter. Comment section, leave your opinion in there. Thanks for watching. Check out Ring Post Daily. We'll see you in the next WWE pay-per-view. Until next time, A1J, also one Joey, is out.